If you ask me, we have all been watching Willow Kane undergo a massive transformation over the last few months. Gone is the sweet, innocent nurse and teacher who just wanted to do the right thing. In her place is a ruthless, power-hungry congresswoman who is letting her ambition completely blind her to reality. Our latest insider leak reveals that Willow is no longer satisfied with just surviving the scandalous hit-and-run accusations. She wants absolute revenge, and her ambition has grown so massive that she has formulated a master plan to simultaneously take down both of her biggest rivals, Jacinda and Brooklyn Quartermain. You guys know the history here. Brooklyn, with the help of Lucy Coe and some tech magic from Brick, altered the GPS data on Willow's car to frame her for the hit-and-run involving Jordan and Curtis Ashford. Willow was completely blindsided at the PCPD when Detective Joe Fitzpatrick executed that search warrant. But instead of just trying to clear her name, Willow is going on the offensive. She firmly believes that she is smart enough and powerful enough to eliminate both Jacinda and Brooklyn in one single devastating sweep. According to the leaked script details for the upcoming episodes, Willow is about to cross a line that there is simply no coming back from. She is continuously pressuring Alexis Davis, her legal counsel, to find and legitimize evidence that would clear her name and destroy her enemies. But here's the kicker, ladies. Willow is not just asking Alexis to do some deep investigative digging. She is actively demanding that Alexis use her legal expertise to validate documents and testimonies that are highly questionable. I have to tell you, my heart breaks a little for Alexis in this situation. We all know how hard Alexis fought to get her law license back. She went through absolute hell, faced her demons, and clawed her way back to the courtroom. Now, she is being summoned to the PCPD to represent Willow, thinking she is defending an innocent woman who is being targeted by a vicious Quartermain plot. But as Alexis starts digging into the files, she realizes something is terribly wrong. The insider leak details a pivotal scene coming up where Alexis reviews the evidence Willow has provided. This evidence supposedly links Jacinda and Brooklyn to the tragic shooting of Drew Kane. Yes, you heard that right. Willow is trying to tie her rivals to the attack on Drew. We already know Drew is recovering and beginning to communicate through blinks, thanks to Felicia Scorpio's help. Willow is terrified that Drew will expose her secrets, so she is desperately trying to control the narrative by pinning the blame on Jacinda and Brooklyn. But Alexis is no fool. If you ask me, she is one of the sharpest legal minds in Port Charles history. As she scrutinizes the documents, the timelines, and the supposed witness statements that Willow handed over, Alexis notices glaring inconsistencies. The dates do not match up. The formatting of the official documents looks tampered with. It suddenly hits Alexis like a ton of bricks. Willow is not looking for justice. Willow is actively forging evidence and manipulating the legal system to serve her own dark personal agenda. Ladies, can you imagine the look on Alexis's face when she realizes her own client is trying to make her an accomplice to a felony? Alexis realizes that Willow is intentionally fabricating evidence to annihilate her opponents. This is a massive turning point for the storyline, especially as we head into Sweeps Week. Alexis decides right then and there that she has had enough. She is absolutely not going to risk her hard-earned law license, her freedom, or her reputation to help a power-mad congresswoman commit perjury and fraud. However, Alexis does not just quietly resign as Willow's attorney. Oh no, that would be too simple for a General Hospital Sweeps Week. Instead of just walking away and letting Willow destroy herself, Alexis decides to take proactive measures. She secretly terminates her support for Willow but keeps up appearances just enough to avoid tipping her off. In the shadows, Alexis begins to formulate a brilliant, stealthy counterattack. This is where the upcoming episodes are going to get incredibly juicy. Our insider leak confirms that Alexis reaches out to the two women Willow is trying to destroy, Jacinda and Brooklyn. Imagine that secret meeting? Picture the three of them sitting in a dimly lit corner of the Metro Court or tucked away in the Quartermain mansion, realizing they share a common, dangerous enemy. Brooklyn is already drowning in guilt and fear over her own framing plot. She knows her marriage to Harrison Chase is hanging by a thread because Chase is investigating the fake evidence. But when Alexis approaches her and reveals that Willow is trying to frame her for something as severe as the shooting of Drew Kane, Brooklyn realizes she has to fight fire with fire. And Jacinda, who has been fiercely protecting her own interests, is more than willing to join forces to take down the out-of-control congresswoman. If you ask me, this secret alliance is the ultimate dream team. Each of these women holds a crucial piece of the puzzle. Brooklyn has the insider knowledge of how the original framing was done and the resources of the Quartermain family behind her. Jacinda has the raw determination and the specific alibis that completely shatter Willow's fabricated timeline regarding Drew's shooting. And Alexis? Alexis is the mastermind. She uses her decades of legal experience to weave all of their individual pieces of evidence into one ironclad strategy. While this secret alliance is plotting in the dark, Willow is strutting around Port Charles like she owns the place. The leaked scripts show Willow acting incredibly smug, fully believing that her master plan is working perfectly. She thinks she has Alexis in her pocket. She thinks Jacinda and Brooklyn are completely oblivious to the trap she has set for them. Willow is so blinded by her own ambition and her desperation to keep Drew from exposing her that she fails to see the massive target on her own back. I just love it when a villain gets too confident, do you not? Willow's about to walk right into a buzzsaw. She has no idea that she is no longer the predator, she has become the prey. Under Alexis's brilliant guidance, Jacinda and Brooklyn prepare to launch a coordinated, devastating counterstrike. They are not just going to defend themselves, they're going to completely dismantle Willow's life. The climax of this storyline is set to explode during a highly anticipated confrontation, likely at the PCPD or the courthouse. ADA, Justine Turner, and Detective Joe Fitzpatrick are already highly suspicious of everything surrounding the hit and run and the escaped Jen Sidwell. When Willow confidently presents her evidence to officially press charges or clear her name, the trap will spring. Alexis, acting as the legal executioner of this plan, will step forward and systematically tear Willow's fabricated evidence to shreds. I can already hear the collective gasp from the fans when Alexis reveals the undeniable proof that Willow forged the documents. Jacinda and Brooklyn will simultaneously release their counter-evidence, proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Willow manipulated the facts, lied to the police, and attempted to frame innocent women for a violent crime. The fallout is going to be absolutely catastrophic for Willow. The insider leak indicates that her entire plan will collapse in a matter of minutes. Instead of walking away victorious, Willow will find herself completely cornered. The very laws she tried to manipulate will now be used against her. She will be pushed into a corner, facing a severe, multi-layered criminal investigation. Think about the charges she is going to face, ladies. Forging evidence, obstruction of justice, filing false police reports, and manipulating a legal officer. Her political career as a congresswoman will be over in the blink of an eye. Her relationships will be in ruins. Even Michael Corinthos, who just convinced her to drop charges for the sake of the children, will be horrified by the depths of her deception. This storyline is exactly why we love soap operas. It is the perfect tale of hubris and downfall. Willow thought she could play God with the lives of Jacinda and Brooklyn, but she severely underestimated the wrath of a lawyer who refuses to be compromised. Alexis Davis is proving once again why she is a force to be reckoned with, and I am absolutely here for it. So, my beautiful friends, I have to ask you, do you think Willow deserves to go to prison for what she has done? Or is there any chance she can slither her way out of this massive legal trap? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, because I know you ladies always have the best theories.